by the creek where dreams take flight. Mountains dance with whispering leaves. Nature's hymns put hearts at ease. Flag waves high in the mountain breeze. Stories of old whisper through the trees. Eagles soar in endless sky. Teach us how to reach and fly. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Good morning, all you beautiful people.
Woohoo! Man, oh man. Muzzy's in the house. What's happening, girl?
Oh,
Lulu. John. Huh?
Just chilling.
So how is Georgie's morning this morning?
Well, I believe you know how Georgie's morning's going.
Good morning, Lorianne. Good morning, Fly. Mercedes, Gary. Oh, we've had some interesting days here lately.
Haven't we?
Days. It's only going to get better. Gotta love stupidity, you know me. That's one of the funniest things in the world to me is stupid people. Hey, you calm down. We don't need your mouth this morning. You hear me, Tickles? Rawr.
Tickle said she needs to be heard too.
She's usually my quiet baby. It's Blue usually is jibber jabbering, but she's wound up today. That's all right. She has the right to be wound up. Oh my goodness. So what is going on in the fabulous world of the interscrew tube? How are all of our lovely people in the chat this morning? You too, Georgie.
Well, let's say hello to our chat. We've got Paul Voss, Magic Angel, Musy, Lou. Lou was the first one in the house this morning. Johnny D. Ozzy, Kay Davis, Miss Sharon, Dwayne, Mercedes, John Naylor,
I could cut off some
Nancy,
lights.
Gordon, Miss Ann. How is everybody?
There. Got a little bit of light going on. Is everything reading right? I can't see. Let's see if this goes right. Right. Yep. Make sure my camera's not mirrored. All right. Here, come here. Say hello. Say hello since you're aggravating. You're wanting up in it. There you go. Say hello. Right back on my coffee cup she goes. See,
She's mouthy this morning.
Blue's being a good baby. Till he ain't. All right. See going on?
Yeah.
Later? Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll do that.
He'll still be on when we get done, so I set it to where it'll redirect to him after.
Okay. All right.
He's the
We
only
can
one
do that.
showing up.
We can do that.
Good morning, Tim.
Howdy, 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 Tim. Oh, my nose. These allergies been messing with me big time lately. Oh, we got pretty girl over there staring at the door. You remember that Blair Witch movie from years ago?
Oh my God, yes, the Blair Witch Project.
You know that crazy person or whatever it was, possessed person that was standing in the corner when they came down into the basement? Just standing there rocking back and forth.
Yes.
What I thought it was one of the most scariest parts of the whole movie. Anyway, that's what Pretty Girl reminds me of when she goes to the front door wanting out. You see, you know she's deaf now, right?
Pretty girl?
Yeah, she's deaf. She can't hear anything. She can still see just fine, but she's deaf. So when I holler at her to come in, I have to bang on the front door because she feels the damn. That's it. Squirt bottle. But she can feel the vibrations from when I bang on the front door. That tells her to come in the house. But she can't hear me tell her. I am going to. Will my spray bottle reach that far? Oh my goodness. I'm just having a heck of a day today. Anyway, moving on. What you up to?
I'm being asked in the background where my membership thing is, and it's not showing up on the bottom of the chat for some odd reason.
Let's go take a look.
Dear Lord.
I don't think the membership thing shows up in the
It normally does.
chat thing, does it?
Yeah.
The membership?
Yeah. The join
Because
membership.
your super chat's there.
I'll just do this, guys. Until it changes in the settings, there's the link to memberships.
I've never messed with that, so I don't have any idea how that works. Oh,
That
there it is. There it is. It's not in the chat thing. It's over on the left hand side where your name of your channel is. It says join. That's it.
oh,
Join.
so it's
It, it's not above. It's not by the chat. It's over there by the subscribe button.
yeah. Max said my memberships are on. Yeah, I know because TC was the first one to join last night. He's like, I'm first. that's what he wanted.
So there you go. It's over by your subscribe button. It's in between your subscribe and your Wilburns. Your logo avatar. I didn't think it. I didn't think it was in the chat bar.
Yep, Paul just joined. Welcome to the Wilgoons, Paul. Tickles.
She's pissed about something, and I don't know what her deal is. Feed your face and hush. And she is clear across over into the living room, all the way on the other side of the living room, on top of her cage. And y'all can hear her pretty loud, can't you?
Really, Al? It says people over there are starting to wake up. One person asked for proof, and he said it's been posted. I shared the link to the Volusia County clerk. They can look it up themselves. Welcome to the Goon Squad. Wishful win. Tickles! Me and you are going to fight today.
She's something else. She is something else today.
Mom shut up, and yours is screaming. Look.
Yeah, they're being pains. Oh, there we go.
If she's deafening us, I can only imagine how you feel.
Luckily, I've got my ears in. I can hear her though. That's just a typical sun conure. I mean, can you imagine
Yeah.
having two of them and they both going crazy during the day?
Uh-huh. I had the greenish colored conure. He wasn't quite as loud, but my best friend in high school had one that looked identical to Tickles, and we called him the car alarm for a reason. He was just like her. If you walked by him, all hell broke loose, screaming like crazy.
Now, see, you've got a cockatiel, right?
I do now, but growing up, I had a Tickles.
My grandparents had a cockatiel, and it was the original, gray and yellow one, the one that's solid gray with the yellow cone and stuff. The ones that whenever people think of cockatiels, that's what you see.
Yeah, the gray with the yellow mohawk.
Right.
Yeah.
He was awesome, JoJo. And my grandfather, being a musician, he spent a lot of time with that bird. And he had that bird that would whistle the Yankee Doodle Dandy tune. And he had quite a few. You could kind of understand what he was saying, but he was cool. Grandpa was a very large man. So when he would be sitting there watching TV or eating dinner, JoJo would always be either on his shoulder or sitting right on his belly.
Mama Coop. She said go get her some bread. She'll stop.
She probably will. I gave her some cookies last night. Maybe that'll hush her up if I go get her a cookie.
Hold on, guys. There's a reason he has this picture up. Y'all are going to get a good laugh out of this one. We're just doing the catch up before we hurt your ears.
Oh, this is just a teaser. This is a teaser. When you guys just pay attention to this. You might see it here soon. You're not going to see it on here, but just remember this pictures, because when you see it somewhere else, is that good enough for you, girl? Georgie.
Wait, you ain't gonna play it?
No, 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 no. I'm just giving them a teaser.
That's not. I'll play
Uh,
it.
well, not today, you won't.
Why?
No, you play that on your channel. I'm just letting everybody in the chat know when you see this, you'll know where what you watching came from. So I'm gonna
Listen.
leave it up there for a while.
All right, Chad. I'll just give you a hint. Oh, Blubbermouth there has threatened to sue Megan, Tug, Jeremy, George, me, Mike, and Shara. And she issued a public cease and desist. The chatter's saying that's not fair.
Well, you ship it off to all your people that you ship the original one off to. This one, nobody has to alter. It's already been taken care of, and they can play. God damn it! That's it. I'm going to get Fred. Take over.
Okay. All right, guys. You know what? Yes, Mercedes. Yes, ma'am. She has issued a public cease and desist. It's not even legal, but she threatened Tug, Megan, Jeremy, George, Mike, myself, and Shara that she's going to sue us and that we needed to lawyer up. Apparently, we are defaming her and her husband. It's not defamation, honey. Sandia, from what I'm aware of, no, it is not a legal cease and desist. From what I have been informed, it's not legal.
Okay, maybe that'll keep them quiet for a few minutes. Ugh. So what's going on while I've been gone?
And her coming, her coming after me and lumping me in with all the bigger channels. Like she realized that she don't even have a chance to touch me, right? She's attacking the big dogs. Opinions and truth are, according to her, opinions and facts are defamation.
Well, you and I talked about that this morning.
Sandy C, welcome to the Goon Squad.
The key to defamation is saying something that you do not have proof of.
That part.
By calling somebody a drug addict and you don't have proof that they're a drug addict, or calling somebody a drunk and you don't have proof. That's where defamation comes in. But
or calling someone a felon and not having proof of it.
Right.
Whereas we provide.
You're saying somebody's just nasty or evil or mean. And that gets that's more, in my opinion, that's more along the lines of First Amendment. That's just your opinion.
Yes, we have a right to public opinion on any and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Lisa law, showing public record is doxing. So what she done to Jeremy's doxing, right? And
well, see that's what really gets to me. This is where the hypocrisy comes in.
Exactly.
She sits there on her channel and she spews some of the nastiest, most vile things about people that Jeremy Hills, especially Jeremy, but she spews some of the nastiest stuff about these people. And then when they retaliate, she, for some reason, thinks that it's okay for her, but it's not okay for them. I don't get that. That's hypocrite, right? Georgie.
Oh, she's a huge hypocrite. They all are.
So that's where the word hypocrisy comes in.
Yamaha! He said, but my fee wigs.
It's just dry. It's just kind of crazy that she's got enough stones between her legs to sit there and call people out on the same thing that she's doing. That's what I find interesting.
I don't recall ever posting her home. I never put her address out there. Others have, but not I. So
Well, that's
I
like I.
didn't dox her, but she has whole ass doxed me on her community panel.
That's where
Called
I was
me out by
telling you.
my government name.
That's where I was telling you this morning. I don't think she actually thinks before the shit comes out of her mouth. I mean, if she actually thought about what's coming out of her mouth before she says it, she would probably say, "Oh, I better not say that." But no, not her. She
Oh no,
just
not at all.
it just flows. All the garbage, all the stupid ideas, all of the stupid stuff just flows naturally with this person. It's pretty it's pretty funny. I mean, I've told all you guys that's my enjoyment. I love to watch stupidity in full swing. Oh my goodness. Yamaha wasn't here a while ago whenever we put this picture up, was he? He
I
didn't get
don't
in
know. Yamaha, did you hear the reason why this picture's up?
the Yamakaze. Oh, hey, before I forget about it, if everybody in the chat would not mind, please, by all means, hit that like button and share the link for both videos out to all your social media. That'll help old ScrewTube launch us out into the interwebs. Thank you very much. I'm working on it. I'm debating. Just leave me alone. You hear me?
Leave you alone, but Pop! He
I'm
said, no, but I'm blonde now, thanks. Okay, Yamaha, get ready for this one. So, she, in her own head, this is legal, okay? She said that she's issuing her public cease and desist to Tug, Megan, Shara, Jeremy, George, me, and Mike from Vet Nation, and told us to lawyer up for defamation of her and her husband. Want to hear it?
Ay, ay, ay.
And I found this out thanks to Mr. Coop and Mama Coop. We appreciate you, Coopy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. You're going to start it over now.
What?
There's no sound.
Oh, I bet I didn't. You can't hear it?
No, it was playing just fine before we went live.
I bet I didn't.
No, they
Bet
didn't
I,
threaten Squid or Shizzy with a lawsuit.
I bet I didn't turn the thing on.
Oh, I know, Yamaha. I find it hilarious. Because I didn't do anything against the law.
We'll
I
just
even
go.
provided proof of what I was saying.
Well, the sound's on. It should be playing.
Oh, looky there. I have every single screenshot of her talking about me and doxing me, though. Thank you, Max.
It should be playing. I'm assuming. We'll try it again.
She did, Darlene. She invited us. She invited us to dig into their past.
Can you hear it?
No. What is it? It was working just fine for you before we went live.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Do you want me to try? Since you sent it to me on Facebook?
Let me look at something one more time.
Okay. Yeah, all she did, I'm not worried about it. She fucked up by lumping me in with all the big dogs. Thank you, Paul Voss, for the $4.99 super sticker.
Let's go.
It's about feelings. She's the main useless turd. Thinks she's a legal genius. Well, not only that, but she's got bubbles telling her what to say.
Well, I'll go here instead of the other. Yeah, I got the button checked for add sound. To share audio, share tab, and screen instead. Do what? I don't know what this is asking. To share audio, share the tab or the screen. Okay, share. There it is. You hear it?
Nope.
Well, then fuck it. I can't get it to work. I don't know why.
Hang on.
I don't know why.
Let's see, you sent it to our group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working. It should be.
Let me see if I can get it to open up on my screen as a tab. Come on, load up, baby.
Hell, I could add a new source. Try that.
Oh, yeah, do a new scene, upload video to that scene. That's how I play our do it like you do your intro and outro and just add do it that way. That saves me from all the extra work.
It'll take just a minute. It's processing now. So are you happy now? You got your bellies full with bread? They're kissing now.
What?
So I'm going to do this open call right now to all the freaking minions. And so I'm going to do this open call right now to all the freaking...
Can you hear it?
Oh, it's perfect.
So I'm going to do this open call right now to all the freaking minions. And so, dear Megan Fox Writer, your YouTube channel, James the Tug, that umbrella guy, whoever, Mike Arthur, Jeremy Hales, George Martha Risk, Martha George, however she wants to claim that that's her name, because I don't know, we all got middle names that we use, right? Krista Gurley, the Wilborns, Shara Wolf, Shitster, okay, Shit Show,
Hi!
Shart, whoever you want to call her, right? All these little minions things, okay? Stop defaming and slandering me and my husband. Cease and desist, or you will be sued.
Oh, baby
Very
girl.
truly yours, Lisa Lee, a.k.a. Rapuzzi, a.k.a. Weeks, a.k.a. from Two Leaves in a Pod, the Walrus, whatever you want to call me, Flea, the Butter Twin. Cease and desist right now, because you are lying. You are defaming. And you want to keep doing it and speculating with your bullshit. You're creating false imagery. Get a lawyer.
And again, false imagery. Do I have to pull up the link again?
Now, they want to play around with copyright strikes. Let them try, because every bit of that is created by me. Altered content. That is all mine. I own it. Let them have fun with that. Georgie can't. Oh,
Say what? You started doxing me first. I never doxed you. But you have made multiple community posts calling me out. You have let your little flea flickers dox my family on Facebook. I have more. This is just the first post where you called me out by name and gave my subscribers a name. Thanks for that, by the way. You just made me money, ho. There's more. Just wait.
okay.
There's this one. Because see, I realized I couldn't argue with stupid, so I deleted my comments. So she called me out and tagged my channel. Tagged my channel so her people could come see the truth. Yeah, that was a smart move. Um, there's another one. Let's see. Share this tab instead. There's another threat. Um, Look, calling me out again. Oh, look. More doxing and more threats.
All right, get it down. There you go. You know why, right?
Yes, copyright.
We'll play their game. Fair use. Fair use.
It's exactly fair use because you put my government name on your post. I have every right to share it.
You're absolutely right, Mary. You are absolutely right. But
That part, Mary. That whole part. Everything I have shared is from the state of Florida, and I have provided links for people to go see it themselves. Just like Jeremy shared it, and then he provided a link for everybody to see it themselves.
I still find it funny that their butt hurt over the same stuff being done to them that they've done to countless others. And it's just, it's mind boggling. I mean, if you're going to sit there and mess with other people, you better be expected to be messed with back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Koopy, what is that saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander?
Yep. I mean, uh, you cannot fix stupid. I'm sorry, you just can't fix it. It's just oh my god, I find this stuff so funny. How somebody can be so stupid. She sat on that platform of hers for how many months now, making multiple hour live streams, doing nothing but bashing people up one side and down the other. And when somebody pulls public records out on her and her family, now she has a problem.
Ozzy, I love you. She said, is the walrus going to send the government a cease and desist?
I told you my thoughts on that. I mean, shit, every one of you guys named, what are you and Tug are in one state. Megan's in, what'd you say, New York. Mike's over in flipping California. You got George and Jeremy. Their residency is out of Ohio, but they part-time in Florida.
They snowbird in Florida. So they're going to get an attorney in Ohio and California and Tennessee and New York?
Yeah, or she's going to, or is Bubbles going to try and do it? He going to go pro hack beachy in all of those states?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, my right toe could outdo Bubbles in court.
What's that F word?
Sorry. I apologize for my French, chat. Yep, many have... highlight Yamaha's comment so it don't fly past us.
What's that? What, this one?
Yes. Many have been targeted because the useless turds and bubbles are butthurt over WTH, Tug and Megan. I had no dog in this fight, but they have apparently wanted attention. So, uh-oh. Even I won't mess with Yamaha. I'll hide behind Yamaha and be like, yes, sir, protect me.
Right there, Sharon. What is it they say? Ignorance is not a defense of breaking the law. Just because you didn't know the law doesn't mean it makes it legal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a saying for that. Ignorance doesn't justify breaking the law. There you go.
Just because I don't have a record doesn't mean I don't know the laws. I have friends who are police officers. And this isn't my first ball game of playing with stupid.
Get them, Roy. They can't afford rent, so now they can afford a lawyer. That's about right. Maybe they're Cracker Jack, a #1 bubble man over there. Super lawyer.
Oh, Ethan Lizard.
Super lawyer. Do it all. What's that? What'd you say?
Pole dancing lizard said next time the walruses are on the highway, they need to put a sign on their vehicles that say wide load. Listen, I'm not about to fat shame anybody. I'm a big girl. But mine's not from eating. It's because health issues.
All right.
Tennessee will laugh in their faces. Tennessee will straight up laugh in their faces, chat. First of all, I showed public record. Second of all, First Amendment right to speak my opinion on said record.
Well, you and I had this discussion the other day. This has been going on for how many months? She's been on Lynette's side. What? August. Okay. And she's threatened to sue. How many people in that time span?
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Yamaha. That's exactly what they done. Is they gave us all a heads up.
If she was going to do anything, it would have already started.
They've been threatening to sue Megan for how many months now?
I mean, it's just all content. She says this outlandish stuff on her live streams to get her little fools in the chat all whipped up, so they start, lathering over each other with stupidity. That's all it is. It's just shock jock mentality. KU Thunder. Welcome.
Good morning, Thunder.
Thunder.
She's the one that said you remind her of her grandpa.
Who that?
Thunder. She loves listening to you talk.
Good morning, Thunder. We could drop.
Damn! I forgot all about that. I want to know how they're going to sue all these people in different states when Walrus's hubby can't even leave the state. Think his PO will give him permission when they've been harassing people? I forgot.
I had a friend of mine when I lived in Missouri. He was a lawyer, and he was the district attorney for Miller County. Okay. That's right outside. That's Eldon, Lake of the Ozarks, Miller County. Name's Bob Seek. And him and I had a lot of conversations over legal stuff. And he flat out told me, you can sue anyone, anywhere that you want to sue. And even if you win, if they are not in your state, have fun trying to collect that money. Because nothing that she can do, nothing anybody's done is criminal. Ay, ay, ay.
Hi,
Who?
Sluggy. I thought you were live. Wanda Perez. Welcome to the Goon Squad.
I don't. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking. How far back was it?
I never
Oh, I
mind
see
now.
it. I see it.
Hashtag Will Goons.
Did my boy show up?
Who?
Sluggo, where's he at? There he is.
Sluggy's right there. Slug, are you still alive, darling? Because I have it set to redirect to you after. It'll let me
Fish.
have to change it.
Fish are from Mars. Fish are from Mars.
That part, Harry. Okay, so you ended stream? Oh, great. Now I got to go back and find somebody else.
Well, we've only been going for 41 minutes. He might be online by the time we're done. You never know with that boy.
Live.
Okay, who remembers the movie Armageddon
I hit the wrong button.
with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck? Who remembers that movie?
Do. Wait, Armageddon?
Yeah,
The cow, yes.
where they had to fly to this meteor that was going to hit the Earth and blow it up.
Yeah.
All right, they got their little computer geek. You know, I can't remember his name. He's got the big nose, tall, skinny kid. He was their computer geek that sat there eating Hot Pockets and drinking whatever it was he was drinking. That's what Sluggo reminds me of. I'll see if I can't grab a picture of that somewhere. I know it's out there.
I'll send them to Roslyn instead.
I usually wait till about a few minutes before we get done just to make sure
That they're still streaming, yeah.
they're streaming.
Hi, Cynthia. Good morning, Paco.
What was that kid's name?
Which one?
I'm trying to find out. The one that was in Armageddon, that was the little
Oh, I can't remember.
computer geek. I've got the cast pulled up here. I'll find it here in a minute.
Oh, Cynthia said she was in special effects. She built the seats for the shuttles.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Well, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Armageddon that I remember that him being in. He's a funny actor. I mean, everything I've ever seen him in, he's always been funny. It might have been another movie because I don't see him on the cast anywhere.
Hey, other Cynthia. I got you both in here today. Good morning, Native.
I don't know. Must have been a different movie.
Dragon Lady said, do you mean Jurassic Park and the computer guy who disabled the entire park just to make extra money?
The big heavyset guy? No, not him. This guy's tall and skinny. He's funny as can be. I watch him. I've watched several movies with him in it. He's also got a sister that's an actress too. And it's so funny because when you see the two of them side by side, they look so identical. His sister played in.
There's no mail delivery today? It's declared National Memorial for Carter.
Yeah, for Jimmy Carter, yeah.
Awesome.
Uh,
Slug said, I'm not that fat.
No, it's not fat at all. He's not fat at all. He's a skinny little toothpick. It wasn't Armageddon then. There was a funny movie that came out here a while back. I think it was a Dana Carvey, maybe. The name of it was That Mary, where he hooked up with the wrong person on a blind date and wound up going on a blind date with this crazy girl. Let's go see. I can't remember the name of it. Anyhow, I'm not going to find it. So what's happening? Where'd you go? You muted yourself.
No, I'm not.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
You can drop that comment you have highlighted there, love.
I forgot about it. I got busy messing with something. Maybe it was called Something About Mary. Nope, that's a way old movie. That's got, oh, what's her name in it? You don't see her anymore. What was her name? Candice Diaz, yeah. I haven't seen her do anything in years. She was the one. Oh, she was the one that thought it was hair gel, and it wasn't hair gel. Remember that? Georgie.
Do what, love?
Never mind. What are you're messing around with the yeah, it might have been the core.
No, I don't know if you remember me telling you, but I have a tendency of like spacing out. I can't control it. Like, you have to get my attention to bring me back to reality. That's
DJ Quails is his name. Yes. Right on. Who said that? Absolutely. Rebecca RN. Absolutely. You were spot on. It was the core. I knew it was one of them space movies or sci-fi movies.
I know nothing about sci-fi. No.
It was a pretty good movie. I mean, they had to drill down through the center of the earth to stop something from happening that was going to end the world.
Yeah, native. I keep checking out.
But yeah, he played a hacker in that movie, and they enlisted him to do all the computer work for the mission. It was funny. Are you over there reading? Huh? Georgie. Georgie. All right, I hear you. Here we go. Downloads. Damn it. There it is. Move the window. This is the kid that Slug reminds me of.
Okay.
Well,
He said, I ain't that frail, old man. You know what? It does. You got a good point.
it's not his appearance, it's his character that you remind me of.
The computer nerd
Yeah,
persona.
yeah. It's his character. I could just see Slug over there with empty hot pocket wrappers, sleeves laying everywhere, Red Bull and Monster cans everywhere. Yes, they were. They were the night before last. They were begging for lawyers like crazy. They were, girl, get off Discord and get your mind right in there. Stop playing.
They
Where's
were
my?
begging for lawyers from their chat, asking them to see if they have a lawyer in the family or friends that are lawyers to come and read the synopsis, then join the team. Wow.
Ding, Paco, what's happening, bud? Yeah, they were begging. They were. Bubbles didn't outright ask for money, but he, how can I say this? Insinuated that it would be gratefully appreciated. So, in other words, he's begging for money.
Tracy. Hey, trolls. Sucks when your con is called out. My advice, get a criminal attorney. Penalty for fraud has no good behavior options. Full term sentences? Yes. Stepped in deep doo doo. New name is PB.
Now, if you really want to think about all the bad actors that are involved in this whole situation, at the end of the day, you know who's going to ultimately pay for all of this stuff they're doing?
Jeremy.
Nope. Lynette.
Oh, yeah.
Lynette is going to be the fall guy for everything they're doing.
Bubbles said he was a better lawyer than Randy, maybe in his dream.
How many denials has he got now? 9, 10? Oh my God. I've only seen
Okay,
Randy
but
get denied once.
Yamaha said yes, he did. You just have to read between the lines, like the threats. That's true. Slug said he's sending me a picture from when he was a martial arts teacher for me to check Discord. Holy hell!
Oh, is he Kung Fu Panda?
Oh boy, I
What?
will. I will never look at my little brother the same after this.
I'm supposed to be impressed by this? Huh? Huh? Huh, boy? Am I supposed to be impressed by this?
How do I zoom in?
It's on your side. I don't have any clue what you're using.
He was so bony though.
What do you use? What did you share it
I
as?
just opened it in a browser.
No. If you download it to your computer and open it in
Did that work?
media, you can because it just with the chat overlay. You know what this reminds me of? Somebody that spent way too much time watching John Claude Van Damme movies. He looks like a mini Jean Claude.
He was too skinny in the waist.
Boy, he's sucking his gut in. What do you expect? He's taking one of them glamour shots.
Yeah, you're still my little nerd. Oh.
Just remember, guys.
The tan lines don't match up.
Fish are from Mars. Fish are from Mars. Got to carry the elderly. Yeah, I don't need to be carried. I don't need to be carried yet, but when I do, I'll get you down here. Oh, man, I should be out fishing today. We finally got some sunny weather. It's a little chilly. The wind's not too terribly bad. I'm wanting some specks really bad. That's my favorite fish, boy. Ooh, ooh.
It is 26 degrees here in Tennessee, and I am freezing.
Well, I told you the other day, it gets chilly down here, but it doesn't get bad. What's the? Yep, it's
50. I'll
50. Right?
trade you. I will trade you.
What was our low last night? Today the low will be 40. Last night the low was 38. So you got to remember when we're all used to living in hell heat down here. So 30, 40 degrees to us is like, oh my goodness. Quail. Find some,
Ooh,
man, I haven't went quail hunting in a long time.
slug, this ain't a dating site, bud.
Woo! King Paco says it's 18 where he's at. Oh, no, no.
Absolutely not. It was 16 this morning when I woke up.
Just think about our fellow Canadians up there, you know. Just imagine how cold it is for some of them guys. Holy cow.
Us too, Cynthia. Us too. We've got a major storm warning or a winter storm warning. I think it'll just be black ice.
See, when you guys get all that really cold weather that sweeps across the U.S., you know what I'm saying? We just get the tips of it. We don't get the full blown.
Now that's our little nerd that we love.
Mickey Mouse ears.
Yes.
I thought you was a liberal. I thought you was a liberal.
He's never denied it.
He's one of them. I voted for Kamala,
No.
even though nobody voted for Kamala.
Give him a hard time.
That's all right. He can vote for whoever he likes. We still love him. He's still one of our peoples, even though I give him a hard time. Gordon, what's happening? You out in CA? Oh, Canadian. Oh.
Gordon's Canada.
Now that's wild.
Hey.
It didn't put a picture of his flag. It just said CA. When I clicked on it, then it gave the picture of it. You see that?
Yeah, that's what Restream does, unfortunately.
So let's go check a look at Lilu. Is it going to do hers? Yeah, it does hers too. Yeah.
He said, "Oh no, I'm a liberal. I want affordable health care, baby. We all want affordable health care. But you
I do too. I just don't want you taking it out of my back pocket.
Exactly. We should have the same health care as honestly, we should have free health care just like other countries have.
Yeah, as much money as Americans pay in taxes, there is no way, no reason why we should not have universal free health care. But you ask a lot of them people in the UK and they're under those systems where it's free health care, and they'll tell you it's a nightmare trying to see a doctor.
It is.
I've got Canadian friends that complain about that all the time. A lot of them say you'll pretty much pass away before you get to the doctor if it's something serious.
But I have to say, for pregnant moms, they have so much better care for women in labor and after labor.
Who that?
the countries that have free health care.
Exactly, Yamaha. Exactly. They ain't nothing free.
And that's true.
Well, you take the doctors. The doctors, they swear that hypocritical oath or hippocratical oath, whatever they call it, where they can do no harm. Basically, they have to take care of anybody that needs to be taken care of. But then again, they go to work for these hospitals, and the hospitals themselves don't have to swear to any kind of oath. They're a business. They're there to make money. It ain't like it used to be. I mean, I I know Barb. She had a hysterectomy shortly after we got together, and
-1. Oh, no, no.
holy Nike, that's cold.
No, thank you.
Is
Well,
that
okay.
Celsius or
That's
Fahrenheit?
Celsius, though, right? Y'all,
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
they go by Celsius in the UK, right?
I don't know, but anyway, Mama had her
I'm gonna Google that.
hysterectomy, and it's probably a couple of weeks. She started having really bad pains. So we took her to the hospital, took her to the emergency room. Doctor said, "Oh, it's nothing. She's just healing." And I said, "No, dude, why don't you run a blood test and let's make sure she don't need a blood test. You're not telling me how to do my job." Like, all right. I took her home. The very next day, she's in an ambulance going to the hospital. Doctors in the hospital said if she hadn't have got there, if she'd have waited just another hour longer, she'd have been dead. If that doctor in the ER the day before had just taken a simple blood test, he would have found out what was wrong. She went septic
Mm.
from that hysterectomy, and she spent probably about almost a week in the hospital. It was not fun, but anyway, I was furious because the ER doctor that told us that she could have passed away, I was telling him that we were in there just the night before. And I told him exactly what I told that ER doctor. And he said he should have run the blood test. Well, I said, I need to talk to somebody up top. We went in there, and it was that doctor and the head of the hospital. And I was furious. I was flat out furious. Our bill was completely comped. There was no bill. By the time I got done chewing on that guy, but I had the good doctor sitting beside me saying, "Hey, we messed up." Needless to say, that doctor that told her that nothing was wrong, he got fired.
Well, it's like my dad's doctor. His white blood cell count kept coming back high for months. And there was like, oh, he has an infection, and they just kept pumping him full of antibiotics. Come to find out, he had colon cancer, and the doctor never even tested for it. I took him to the emergency room, and they found out he was stage 4 colon cancer. And Bing's my little sister's an RN. She's like, all they did was make the cancer worse by pumping him full of antibiotics.
I agree, Rebecca. And that's the sad part is why are they so political in hospitals? Their number one job is to take care of the patients. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jim, because here in America, they do work for us because we have to pay them. Whereas in other countries, it's the government paying them. So they tell you what to do. Unfortunately, you still have a right to stand up for yourself in the healthcare thing, though.
Well, thanks for stopping in, Spawn. I hope it gets warmer over there. Man, I feel sorry for all you guys that are in that cold weather. Not, because I used to be there for 20 years. I'm not. I was smart. I moved back to Florida. It gets 40 here and we're shivering. it's funny. Mama's like, I was looking for my jacket because we had to go uptown the other day when it was cold. I think it's like 40, 45. I was looking for my jacket. And here I am in a jacket, a t-shirt, a pair of shorts, and flip-flops.
Couldn't be more Florida.
Huh?
Bite me, slug. I'm actually shrinking. I used to be 5'2" when I was in high school.
I've shrunk. I used to be 6'2", and now I'm 6'1". But that's just old age. Losing all the cartilage in all my joints. Cause see, look at there. Bet you don't know what them is.
Lure, fishing lures.
Crappie jigs. See, I don't necessarily care for the cornmeal batter.
Thank you, Spawn, for putting that in Americanese. It's 30 degrees where he's at in the UK.
That's still cold.
It is, but
That's freezing weather.
It's not that bad.
That's where when it gets a little misty at night, it freezes as it hits the ground. Did y'all see Jeremy and George's video where they were out throwing hot water up in the air?
Mm-mm.
And it was freezing before it hit the ground?
Oh, when they were in Ohio?
Yeah, when they were in Ohio. That was pretty cool. I've seen people do that. I've never done it, but I've seen people do it.
It's going to be 21 degrees in Scotland tonight.
Holy cow. Now, that's one thing I was telling Mama about. When I was growing up down here, the winters got a lot colder than what they do now. I mean, you remember the kid in the movie, what was it, A Christmas Story, that stuck his tongue to the metal post? We actually did that to my little brother. That's how cold it gets down. It used to get down here. I mean, Mom and them would hear that it was going to get below freezing. They would go out and they'd turn the sprinklers on. So when we woke up of a morning, we'd see all the icicles on the tree because that's the closest to a white winter we would ever get. But now you're lucky to see 35 degrees, maybe 32. And by noon, it's 50, 60 degrees. The winters aren't nowhere near like they used to be when I was growing up.
Get it, Slug, get it.
That's that global warming stuff they talk about.
Tickles.
What's wrong with you today, huh?
She's bitchy.
The guy across the street's mowing now. We had Carlos, my neighbor over there.
She don't like lawnmowers?
Yeah, she don't like them. And now we got the guy that's across the street mowing. She thinks that they can hear her.
He's like, stop it! Turn off your machine, foul human.
Right. Right. She is fired up.
She's like, Daddy, make them stop.
You come to see me? Why are you yelling at everybody? Huh? Come here.
She wants more bread.
She's lucky she's a beautiful bird, or I'd just open the front door and say, see ya.
No.
Blue has never got out, but Tickles has. And it was funny. We were coming in the back door one day, and I had my hands full of groceries, so I didn't even notice. And when I walked up the steps to come in the back door, Barb was right behind me, going to close the door as we got in. Well, she seen something just buzz right by my head. She didn't think nothing of it. About 10 minutes later, we get a phone call from the neighbor right behind us. Neighbor said, hey, are you guys missing a bird? And we're like, I don't know. So we came in the house and we looked around and we didn't see Tickles. So Barb, she takes off running. What had happened is Tickles had flew out, and at the neighbor's house, the boy was walking in. Tickles landed right on his shoulder as he was walking into their house. He didn't know what to do, so he told her to call us, and he went to the bathroom so Tickles couldn't get around the house. And Barb went over there, and Tickles came right to her. That was pretty scary, because she's my baby girl. I'd absolutely wouldn't know what to think if something happened to her.
Well, the cockatiels are free flight, and we've let them sit outside on top of their cage, and they never took off. So I've gotten lucky in that department.
Well, both of ours are free flight. I really do need to cut their wings. I just don't want to. I mean, I like the fact that they have the independence, but I don't like the fact that I'm constantly having to replace door framing where they get up there and chew on it.
Well, even if you clip their wings, they still can fly. They just can't go as far of a distance.
Oh no, the way I clip them, they can't fly at all. They have to walk. Yeah, I've clipped them to where they can just have the gliding.
That's what I would do, is just short clip.
Clip them to where they don't have any lift. They can go down, but they can't go up. But when we got Tickles when she was a baby, she wasn't flying yet. And it was funny because wherever I was at, she would come. She would just go right down on the ground, and she would find me wherever I was at in the house. Nothing ever stopped her. Why are you fired up? Huh? Kinley didn't stop in today.
School.
Now that's Blue.
Yep. I messaged Mom yesterday when she was in, and I was like, does Kinley have school today? She's like, no, she starts back tomorrow. So she started class back today.
Now, she's homeschooled, but she goes to school online, right?
Yeah, she does the K-12, which is an online public.
So,
yeah, we still have to answer to the school board with that one. Well, not technically.
Man, I like this new place that you've told me about here on YouTube, when we're streaming in our in the studio.
Yeah.
Where it shows you all your analytics and stuff. I like that.
Squid taught me about that.
That's what you said. I was glad to see her pop in yesterday. That's the first time she'd been in for a while. But how many did we update? Because see, I have to keep refreshing on to get the update on likes and stuff.
Yeah.
When you're actually watching the video. But over there, you don't have to refresh. It keeps a running tally of it.
Yeah. So I'm on my final stretch of verifying my stuff for payments. I'm waiting on a letter from AdSense that has the PIN on it that I have to put in.
Right.
For payment verification, or address verification, should I say. So I'm waiting on that.
That's an email, right? Not a physical letter.
No, it's a physical letter. They have to verify the address, so they send it to you in the mail.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. That's been so dang long ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on now. And then once I've already verified my identity with YouTube. My AdSense was approved and all that. I hit the thingy to where I could verify my identity yesterday. And then now I just got to wait on that letter from AdSense.
That's pretty slick. About 11:45 was our peak. I guess that's when we were talking about the garbage people. And ever since we stopped talking about the garbage people, it's just went down and down and down. Oh well. Life goes.
8:45.
Huh?
I'm at 8:45.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still like, it's wild.
Well, see, when I started streaming, when I came back to YouTube, I was at 43, 300 something. And even though I've been gaining subs, I've been losing them too. Because being active, YouTube is going back through all of my people and they're getting rid of all the dead channels.
Right.
So I lose way more than what I gain. And that's what I was trying to say the other night. You know, whenever you have a boost, a bump in with a large amount of people, it worries me because how many of them are trolls, how many of them are serious. But
And how many are actually from the shout outs I've received?
well, see, that's just it. Yours is probably due to a lot of the shout outs. But nobody shouts my channel out. I stay pretty low key. You know what I mean? I don't go out looking. I don't care if I grow or not. I just want to stay where I'm at or go higher. I'm not in it to be the next superstar on YouTube. I just come on here to have fun, laugh at stupid people. Yes,
Thank
I
you,
want my channel,
Thunder.
but it's not something that I'm going to actively go out and seek. You know what I mean?
Right. I wasn't expecting any of it.
Oh, here we go. And I'm surprised there's not more of this out there. There probably is. I just haven't been watching very much of it lately. But watch this. This is out in New York, out in Brooklyn.
Why was you guys all right today, huh?
Let's go. Let's go. If you guys interfere, you will get arrested.
One more design.
Let him go. Let him go. Just go and get him back.
You are actively committing a crime. It is a code blue. What you are doing is illegal. People are fucking crazy.
This right here, guys, is going on all over the United States. It's just not in Brooklyn. I mean, I kind of have mixed feelings on this. One, I don't think these human beings should be forced out into the cold because, man, it's got to be cold up in New York. It's got to be really cold. But two, then again, the government is the ones that created this problem. So I have mixed feelings on this. I feel sorry for them getting put out in the cold. But then again, Slow Joe and the Ho created all this.
Do you ever have a hard time sleeping at night, knowing that you are taking homeless people and evicting them on one of those days? Hey, how cold is it? Hey, how cold is it? Hey, how cold is it? And you're putting people in the streets. And you're putting people in the streets.
How much do you get paid?
Of course.
We talk to people too.
And you are like the only person who's common here.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what
How this is a crime. You understand that? It is
Darlene, they're evicting illegals.
That started already?
What?
Them booting the illegals.
Well, this is in Brooklyn. They're evicting them from the shelter. I guess so new when new people can come in. They've already spent their allotted time in there, so they're booting them. I
So,
would imagine they're putting them on a bus, so they must have somewhere that they're taking.
I was just told that P. Diddy is pissed off because now the guy that unalived the CEO of the insurance company is now the most famous person in jail with him.
Who knows? Exactly, Jackie. They get quite a bit of money. I mean, they're being taken care of better than people that are born and raised here right now. So
Much better. They got more money in their pockets than
I'm
those
all
of
for
us.
anyone coming here legally. 100% for it, because diversity is what makes America great.
We're a melting pot.
But when you have illegals coming in and they have absolutely nowhere to put them, and they're encouraging them to come in illegally, that's where it gets sticky, because I don't want to see any human being forced out into the cold. I mean, the extreme cold could kill these people, unalive these people quick.
Robert said tackle the turtle purgatory.
Yeah.
Hi, Teddy. Hey, they work for free. That's actually not a horrible idea. She needs work.
Well, that's like we were talking about the other day. You know, all these government funds, there's no reason why the government can't make them work for the money that they're getting. I'm sure they can pick up garbage on the side of the highway. They can clean windows. They can find something to keep them busy. And if you don't work, you don't get it.
Exactly.
I mean, think of all the free labor that we could get. I mean, send them to your farms where they're growing vegetables and stuff like that. Make them work for what you're giving them. You know how fast these people would get off of government assistance if they actually had to work for it? I'm not talking about the people that need a hand up. The people that need a hand up, I'm all about that. They're getting it just long enough till they get on their own feet. You know what I mean?
Well, that's like with us. We're a family of 6, and with the way the economy has been the last 4 years, we needed food stamps to help. Because we're barely holding our heads above water with the way the economy is. All they gave us for 4 children was $300 a month. That was a week, if that, a week's worth of groceries.
But it just, I know why Slow Joe is doing what he did with the illegals. I mean, he does this. They're trying to ship them out to Republican strongholds to take over when they finally decide, oh, we're going to let them vote. I know that's the reasoning behind it. But he has no plan. Once they get into the United States, there's no plan to take care of them. It's crazy.
This is true, Jen. All of our ancestors were immigrants, but that's what makes our country beautiful, is we're a melting pot. But come here legally and stop taking from the people that did come here legally or that were born here. There's children starving. Our veterans are living in the streets, starving to death.
Oh no, Jen. The ones in the video I was just showing, they're illegals that they had living in a shelter, and I'm assuming you're only allowed to stay in those shelters. Jesus, you're only allowed to stay in those shelters for so long, and then you have to move on because they got other people on the list to come in behind you. I would say probably 80%, if not more, are here illegally. They say, oh, they're not here illegally. They're here waiting for asylum. No, they're here illegally.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of it works, bro. We watched on public cameras them coming across the border, climbing across the border.
Come in the right way.
There's a door. There's paperwork. Please, we welcome you. Just do it the right way. But
It drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. You got our country is given, what is that? Ukraine. We're giving money to all these other countries to secure their borders, but yet we're not putting any money into securing ours at all. Just come on. Just come on.
let's also not forget that. Yes, Tickles, thank you. I appreciate your 2 cents.
I'm going to shut lights off. Maybe that'll get her quiet.
Let's not forget that several of these illegals have come in and raped and murdered young women in our country. Squid just covered a case of an illegal doing that to a young college student. I'm not saying our people here are any better. I'm not saying we don't have criminals in this country. But you crossed our borders illegally and you're killing our people. No.
Some, not all. Some.
I said some to start with, but still.
Uh-oh,
And then
who's
we
that?
have our veterans on the streets starving to death, freezing to death. We have the shitty ass VA system. They won't take care of our people first.
Can I just say I'm warm and well fed?
And fluffy.
Thanks, Susan.
Thank you, Suzanne. I didn't even get a
How's
chance to
Skipper
read
this
that.
morning?
They were all given a time they could stay. I live 1 mile from Tijuana. Believe me, it sucks how much they take from us.
Good morning, Skipper.
Good morning.
Good morning, bestie.
You still running on your phone?
I am. I had to go to the store real quick. I had some stuff I had to pick up for later on today.
When are we going to play our game again?
Next time we're on, Mikey.
We could probably do that tonight.
Bet.
I'm surprised that nobody has taken that away from you yet, Skipper.
They haven't completely figured it out yet. It'll be a matter of time.
Because it was awesome. I mean, I was watching it. It was definitely interesting. Mama loved it. She got a kick out of it. But I did see that the head wall bangers over there were playing some kind of game, but it was nothing like yours.
I did take the video that Georgie had, and I put it up on my Rumble. I didn't want to take it away from her on YouTube.
Huh?
The video of the leeches calling us all out.
Oh, that was Coopy.
Oh, okay.
I forwarded it to you.
Yeah,
you saw the new one.
Rumble, so it's only on my Rumble.
You saw my new one, right?
He remade it. Max, he knows.
Oh. Yeah, Mama. I was sitting here working on a video, editing a video. Mama was messaging me. And she told me about that. She heard it. So I said, get me the timestamp, woman. She got me the timestamp. We let the old snippet program do its little business. I think it's funny. You can hide all the stuff and try and lock your YouTube channel down as much as they'll let you. It can still be got.
Mm-hmm.
And the snippet program that every Windows computer has, Not only can you snippet photos, you can snippet video, screen record. So, what's going on with them fires out there, Mikey?
This state doesn't know how to manage its resources.
Shocker.
Is this all up in the mountains and stuff?
No, it's literally right in LA, in the middle of LA.
Welcome back, Two Dogs.
That's it's Pasadena, it's Los Angeles proper, the Hollywood Hills, all around Burbank.
Wow. Did they?
I got a friend in Santa Monica. I told her if you have to evacuate, you can come here and stay in the RV. I've got another friend who's on the other side of Burbank. I've offered it to him as well if they need to leave.
So, have they figured out how all this started? And I mean, if it's in the middle of the city, I mean, I can understand it out in the mountains, where it's untouched. But what's it burning? Just going from house to house?
Yeah, pretty much. It's where all the richest homes are, because it's up in the mountains, and those are the people. They pay big money to be up there, have the great view, and be away from everyone. Well, the thing is, they haven't managed the forestry properly out here, so there was all this dead underbrush, and doesn't take much to light that stuff. And once it goes, it moves.
Oh, so
fast.
it's not in the middle of the concrete jungle.
Wait, so are you saying it's the Hollywood homes, like where the actors and musicians and stuff are living?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's
wow.
where it started.
Biblical?
But now with the one that started near the Hollywood sign yesterday. Now it is in Los Angeles City. Like Sunset Strip is threatened.
Oh, wow. So are these just accidental fires, or is somebody doing this?
Someone sent me a recipe for pound cake for the bread machine, so I'm gonna try it out today.
All right. You gonna make a video?
No, I'm just gonna try it out.
Sounds biblical to me. Where they've been talking about all the crap that has happened in Hollywood.
So have they determined whether it's natural or man-made set?
Oh, they don't know yet. They'll say stuff, but they don't know.
Because how does a fire? I mean, I could understand if it was like lightning strike
Maui.
or something, but
Not the
how does a fire just happen out of the blue?
That's done. Maui.
They think the one started with a roadwork crew.
Ah.
That was one of them, but with a couple of the others, they have no clue.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
But the big thing is, I don't know why they're all focusing on this fire when we should all be concerned about hiring more female left-handed lesbians.
Yeah.
We're taking away from the real issues,
There you go. Trying to put Tad out of business, ain't you? Oh, where is that? Oh my goodness, where did that go? Where is it gone? Put a ching. Where is it? I found out. There's our groupity group.
I mean, it sounds a lot like what was happening in Maui to me, to be honest.
Yeah, all this stuff. It's They just can't. They just cut the firefighter budget $17 million.
Wow.
So isn't that convenient?
Yep.
Hello, Michael! Do you want to ride with me, Michael? I'm going, Michael, to the long ride in short destination, Michael! Michael! I miss you. Give me your ice cream, Michael! Ice cream yummy! Ice cream good! You know, Michael, every time when I sleep, Michael, I always, Michael, you insert Michael in the nightmare in the morning, Michael! Michael! I'm waiting you here.
I didn't know if you actually saw it last night, Mike, so I figured I would just help you out there, bud.
What's that? What'd I do?
He didn't even see it. Or he's playing coy.
What did I do? I'm sorry.
And he was showing you a video.
You
Oh,
gotta
I'm
remember,
sorry. I'm making this bread.
he's on his phone.
Yamaha said, WTF are you playing? Tickles! Listen, girl, you and I about to go.
This is the first time she's been this aggravated. I don't know what her deal is. Nobody's mowing grass now. She is wound up. No, Mike, it's just a video I posted for you in our chat last night.
Oh, okay.
That's the second one that I've come across with your name in it. Michael. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm going to be able to find one that says Tat. T-A-T. That's not a common name.
No.
Can you guys hear me?
I don't think. Yeah, I can hear you now. What happened?
Oh, I just lost it for a second.
Can you hear us?
That's someone trying to call me.
Oh, that's it. I don't even think I put my do not disturb on today. No, I haven't, and I've been lucky. I haven't got very many dings. Wow. Oh my goodness. I see you had Miss Muzzy on this morning.
Oh, great. My power's out again.
Just when you wanted to make bread.
Yep, I was just about ready to push. I'm actually kind of glad. Right before I pushed the button.
Lilu, I don't have any idea. Earlier, we had the lawnmower guys out there, but right now, everything's quiet, so I don't know what's got her wrapped up. She's like that sometimes. Most of the time, she's pretty quiet, but for some reason today, she's just wound tight. I don't know what it is. She'll calm down eventually. Did Spliffy? I saw Spliffy earlier. Is he still here? Hello.
I'm gonna have to
Probably.
hop off here. This is gonna drain my battery.
All right, brother. You get done making
All
your
right.
cake
Talk
if
to you
we're
later.
still on. Hop on.
Will
All right,
do.
brother. Adios. No, Lilu, everything's the same. That's the one thing about our house is nothing hardly ever changes. I'm set up over here the same way I always am. It's just nothing's different. There's no telling with her. It's Jeremy's fault. We'll blame it on Jeremy. Jeremy did it. Jeremy's got tickles all fired up. And here I was just bragging on my phone.
It's me. I sent you a screenshot.
Oh. Now she's got a video coming out this weekend, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Now you did tell her that we played her video on here, right?
Yeah, I have her permission.
I know you did, but I'm just asking if you told her that we played it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have her YouTube link handy?
I'm sure our mods do.
Maybe
Make
you
sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think we were about to say the same thing, probably.
We were.
If you aren't already, make sure you are subscribed to Shara, our beautiful songbird, because they are going hardcore on her.
Where's Lori at today? You notice that? No Lori.
She got the boot yesterday.
You know, I was trolling, and I haven't seen that name pop up anywhere in those chats.
Again? 'Cause
Huh?
She used to be in their chat all the time.
I've never seen her before, but of course I don't pay that much attention to it. I'm sure she has, but was it last night or the night before last? I think it was the night before last. I was trolling through the chat over there and I didn't see her. But then again, we don't have the name of our video description is not anything to do with that drama, you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Because if I went and changed the description to something to do with Jeremy or them, that's where all the people would come from.
Yep. Shara did file a police report. She also made a post on Facebook that I read yesterday on my stream, and I was cheering her on. Go, Shara, go! Well, she made another comment this morning on that post regarding what they said last night about all of us.
I'll pull it up and read it if you want to.
Well, I can just read it because I took the screenshots of it on my phone. Shara said on January 8th, 2025, which is from last night's stream.
I don't know what happened, but you're breaking up, kid.
Hello?
There you go. Now you're back.
She said, does BBB know his nutty PR was having a public break last night? Why is Lisa threatening me and accusing me of slandering her rap sheet husband when I have never once mentioned him? Is the defamatory shit show losing steam as they face the very real consequences of their questionable action, illegal appearing activity, boss man? The public is demanding an accounting of all the thousands of dollars collected by use of the child's name. Why did the PR then create a new YouTube channel using the victim child's name? According to the mother, MP, her child is a victim of abuse in the home behind the prison-style fence their PR installed with surveillance. The defamatory shit show losing... Oh, wait.
Prison-style fence. I love that.
Yeah, the prison-style fence. Their PR installed with surveillance cameras connected to Lisa's own computer to stalk Jeremy Hells from her house 24/7. The world has concerns and questions.
I love the prison-style fence. That just... And who was it that brought up the electricity the other day? Was that Jeremy talking about the Christmas lights?
Nope, that was Tug and Megan last night.
Was that Tug? Who's paying for that electric bill with all those lights being on every night, every day? Because that's not cheap. Those lights, you think they're cheap, they're not.
No, not at all.
They'll run your bill up. So who's going to pay it? Well, we know who's going to pay it.
I'm scared to open my light bill that just came in because of all the Christmas lights I had up in the house.
When my kids were younger, I used to decorate the house a lot. But once my kids got to a certain age, I'm like, I don't want to be out there on that ladder because it's cold. Nah.
Well, I didn't put anything outside, but I decked the entire house out. We had lights everywhere.
And with us having these two feathered monsters in here, you try and put up a Christmas tree and they're going to eat it. They're going to see new toys, and they're going to chew everything up on that thing.
We've had the tree that we used this year for like 5 years now, and I had to actually retire that tree this year because of the cats. They were climbing it, and they bent just about every arm on my tree.
What was that? Yeah. Oh my God, your little Paul guy is over there messing with Bone Sucker.
My Spud, yes, he is.
So Bone Sucker, he's on live right now.
I'm guessing Spud's trolling him, so do you, Spuddy, do you.
Have fun with that.
You could be over here. Oh, speaking of Spud, hey, how you doing?
There's the criminal.
There's my Spud.
What's up, kid?
Stop it.
Stop what?
I'm talking to my computer. It's on some bullshit. Log in. I was trying to log into... There it is. Oh, that's not bad. I was expecting it to be more than that. It's only $115 this month. I was expecting it to be much more than that for December.
Now, is your apartment complex, is it built out of concrete?
Yeah, they're all red brick buildings.
See, that's the one thing here in Florida, that if you have the money, buy concrete, a block home.
The exterior is brick, but the interior is drywall.
Well, yeah, that's how normal houses are down here too. The whole block homes down here, they're block homes on the outside, but they have walls on the inside, wood and drywall. But that is the best insulation that you can do in Florida.
No. I was going to say, you could be over here showing us love. And then I click back over to our chat and I'm like, oh, there's Spud. I was about to bitch at you.
Yeah, I got a notification that he'd posted in the Discord, and I was reading it. And just as I was looking at it and talking to her, here you pop up, kid.
Our leprechaun.
Woohoo! My 903 crappie guys got a new video out. I'm going to have to watch that. Loaded. I like watching his videos because he does most of his fishing with crappie jigs, like what I showed you a minute ago.
Yeah.
And anytime you can catch fish without having to go buy minnows is awesome. Man, I'm itching. This is the stage where everything starts itching. Because I know you can see that.
Yeah, it's growing back.
Yep. I'll probably go in and trim it. Cut it all off except for my goatee.
Ozzy, so according to what Shara just said, the only one that has access to those cameras is Lisa. So now who's the stalker? If that's true. Allegedly, the only person that has access to those cameras that are on Lynette's fence is Lisa. So if that's true, doesn't that make Lisa the stalker?
Okay, here's a question for you. All right. This deals with third-party contact. One, why does she have access to those cameras? If she is not doing third-party contact.
That part.
Here you go. You got Lynette has cameras on her property that films Jeremy. Lynette's not posting it, but the head flea is posting it. That to me is Lynette using them to keep harassing Jeremy. Am I wrong?
Yep.
And they call that what? Third party contact, right?
Would it be considered third party harassment? I don't know if that's a thing.
I would think that it would be third party harassment.
I don't even know if that's a thing, but that's what it looks like. Because she's the one that has access to those cameras, allegedly. And she's the one watching those cameras. So that would make her being third party stalker. So now he doesn't just have two stalkers, he's got 3.
Right. Blue. Now you're going to come start messing with me, huh?
I agree, Yankee Bell. She doesn't live on that property. She is not related to anyone on that property. I don't feel like she should have any access to those cameras. But allegedly, she's the only one with access to those cameras.
See, when they start talking about third-party contact, that's like you and I sitting here talking, okay? I don't go over and say anything at all on their channel. I don't go near their channel. I don't go near their chats. I don't go near their community page. I don't go near them on Facebook. I don't say anything directly to them.
Okay,
So we're talking about them. That's not. How can it be contact if you're not actually contacting that person?
Okay, so from what I've dealt with the PPO I had at one point in time on Mr. Wilburn, by the way, the way ours worked was, okay, say you and I were into it and I had a protection order on you, right?
Right.
And then you go to Mike and tell Mike something and you tell him to tell me and that it come from you. That's third party contact.
Well, see, they're not doing that. Lynette's not going to them and saying, look, you need to go tell Jeremy this.
Yeah,
they're just bitching about it.
They just jumped on the gravy train and started running their mouths.
Okay, so they're not actually third party contact.
We can't prove that technically. So how do we know what Lacifer has said to her offline for her to jump online and start running her mouth directly? Because it's always directed to Jeremy, at Jeremy. So
as of right now, I see it more as harassment than contact.
Yes, it's harassment. And if she actually has access to those cameras, like it has been alleged, then that's stalking.
I don't want to go as far as that.
It is, because she's watching every move Jeremy makes when he goes down that road. She's watching those cameras like a hawk. That's stalking.
It's not. I don't know. That's pushing it. Just like them trying to say Jeremy is stalking when he's driving by. That's a tricky thing there. I mean, I'm not taking up for that.
It's a gray area, yes. But if it was the homeowner who had access to it, who was the one watching the cameras, it would be different. But it's not the property owner that has access to those cameras, allegedly. So if she's the one that allegedly has access to those cameras and not Lynette, then it's not Lynette protecting her property. It's Fleesa watching his every move.
Yeah, but still, I I don't know. That's a tricky slope there. I mean, I'm not defending them in any way. It's just I don't think it can be considered stalking on either side, Jeremy's or theirs. I mean, I understand the logic why Jeremy filmed, and I would do the same thing if I had some nutbag that's already pulled weapons on me before. I would definitely be filming for my protection. But my thing is they're trying to say that he's stalking, trying to catch images of the child. Now, the child is locked up under lock and key every day, all day. He's filming for protection. That's like that comment that I sent you the other night that was on our video. God bless it.
Okay, so third-party contact on an Ohio protection order refers to having a friend or family member contact the victim about the PFA. It is generally considered when a respondent contacts the petition indirectly through someone else. If the order states that no third parties can contact you, then no person can contact you on their behalf. So yes, from what I just read, what Lisa's doing on her stream is third-party contact.
Yeah, but she's not contacting Jeremy. That's the whole point.
Technically, she every time she says something about Jeremy, she straight up says, "To Jeremy Hells."
Yeah.
She's talking to him directly through her live stream. That's third-party contact.
Okay, as long as she's saying,
especially since Lynette is in the chat. That's she's being an in-between. No, she didn't call Jeremy and say this, and this. But she's doing it through social media. Okay, Yamaha said with the cameras, depends on how it would be interpreted by the DA. If they are using it to solely watch and defame WTH, it could be considered discriminatory and harassing. That's what I thought. I can, you know what? I'll do that for y'all. So y'all. I put in the search bar what is considered third-party contact in Ohio protection order. And this is what came up.
Like we can read that little tiny print.
I don't know how to zoom in on a website. I'm not tech smart, okay? Wait a minute.
Over in your settings bar, just increase the
settings.
Go over to your 3 dots. Pull your 3 dots down, and it says Zoom. There you go.
Does that work?
There you go. There you go. Now you're learning.
Can y'all see that, or do you want me to zoom some more?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, so Yamaha, with her sitting there on stream directing stuff towards Jeremy, with Lynette in the chat, is that not considered third party according to what I just read?
See, that's where it's a slippery slope. I mean, if we're sitting here and we're just talking, okay, if Jeremy has the PO on me, say for instance, and you and I are just talking about him, but we're not saying, "Hey, Jeremy, listen here," you know.
It's not Florida. You have to go by the Ohio order.
I'm not saying Florida or Ohio. I'm just talking in general.
Not you, the chat.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just talking in general. Like, say Jeremy's got the PO on me, the same as he has on Lynette. And you and I are sitting on this platform and we're just talking about Jeremy, but we're not talking to Jeremy.
That's different.
But if I go and I say, "Yes, Jeremy Hells, I'm talking about you,"
like she does.
Now that would be considered third party if I'm actually addressing him to like, here, Jeremy, I am talking about you. You need to listen to this. That would be third party, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Lynette's not allowed to talk about him, and she does. In that, I've seen multiple screenshots of her sitting in chat, calling him a liar and saying stuff about him in the chat.
But
so
is she using his name?
Lynette?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is she his name, or is she calling him Germ like all
that,
the rest?
It's still considered him because everybody knows who she's talking about, even if she is saying Germ.
Okay.
Because Germ is short for Jeremy.
Now, guys, I'm not a lawyer, so that's why we're talking about this, trying to make sense of it and see just where the legalities are.
I'm not an attorney. I don't know nothing about the legal aspect other than the fact I have been on the victim side of a PPO and had a PPO on my husband at one point in time when we were separated. I'm only speaking on what I know personally.
Because see, if what Jeremy has said and what we're talking about is true, why hasn't he went back to court in Ohio with this already? I mean, she's been trashing Jeremy online on her platform for how many months now? Since what, August, September, somewhere around there? I'm talking about Head Flea.
Head Flea put her nose in the middle of it in August.
Okay, August. So why hasn't he already been back to Ohio? Because if
from what he said, there's already more stuff going to Ohio.
Yeah, I heard him say that he's got more stuff they're fixing to file. I think maybe they're waiting until they get the ruling on this last one before they file again. What do you think?
I don't know. I can only go off of what Jeremy has said. Tammy, we're not talking about Jeremy. We're defending Jeremy.
Huh?
He said filming is not third-party contact. It is when Jeremy or George drives by and LP or JC yells something. No, that's direct contact, not third-party contact.
Right.
Because they're screaming at them. That's direct contact. We're referring to the fact that Lisa sits on stream and is yelling at Jeremy about Lynette with Lynette in the chat. That could be considered third-party contact if she's saying it directly to Jeremy, which she has on many occasions. I'm talking to you, Germ.
So if she indicates, hey, Jeremy, this is for you, bud, that's considered third party.
In my opinion, from what I just read, yes. Especially with Lynette sitting in the chat. It has to be third party.
Exactly, Yamaha. And that's what's blowing me away. Why Florida, these people up there in Levy County are not enforcing this? Did they realize how much of a lawsuit he has?
No, he didn't, awesome dogs.
Huh?
They're saying that Jeremy dated Lisa. No, they didn't. Ew.
She probably wanted it.
Yeah, no, they never dated. That was never a thing. I do believe, don't hold me to it, but if I remember correctly, she was a mod for him at one point in time.
That's what she claims. I've never heard Jeremy say that.
I don't ever remember her being in the chat as a mod. I remember Stats. I remember D. I remember Jessica, but I do not ever remember seeing her as a mod in his chat. But I may be wrong.
Well, I've never heard Jeremy say that she was a mod.
No.
The only person I've ever heard say that is her. Period. Ugh.
Okay, Lulu said, so say the Ohio judge, if she decides to put them in jail, how will that work? Well, just like last time when John was in jail and he had to be in court, they did it through Zoom through the jailhouse. That's exactly how that'll work.
She's talking about how are they if they have to go to jail, how are they going to do it? What they'll do is Ohio will issue a warrant.
Oh, I
is
thought
what
she
they'll
meant
do.
for the court.
No, Ohio will issue a warrant for their arrest, and then Levy County's not going to go out with the warrant. What'll happen is they'll sit there with that warrant until they get pulled over one day or until their license is run and it pops up. But until a police officer actually runs it, Levy County's not going to go to her house and say, "Hey, you got a warrant, come with me."
Unless Ohio pushes for it with
Exactly.
Levy County.
That's when, if there's a present and clear danger, which there is, because it's already been confirmed that the wacko boy likes to pull guns on people. If there's a clear and present danger, they could get the state police involved. Ohio could call down and say, "Hey, look, we need these people picked up. There's a warrant been issued for them, and the petitioner is in harm's way."
Yes, Yamaha. The judge would put out an extraditable warrant.
Right.
But it's up to the Ohio judge to push and force for Levy County to do the arrest. Otherwise,
Right.
that warrant just sits there until they find them.
Right, because they will. The warrant will come down. It'll be in the system, but they're not going to go. They're not going to go through the warrants and say, "Oh, look, we know where this person's at. Let's go get them." They're going to wait until she gets pulled over or till she calls 911.
Yamaha makes a good point. State police can enforce it and serve the warrant and bypass
Exactly.
Levy County. So say Ohio State goes directly to Florida State to enforce the warrant. That's how it'll be done.
Right. And see, that's where I was talking about the other day. Jeremy, in my opinion, if he really wants things to get done and he's seeing that going to the sheriff's department and going to the DA is not working, why don't he take all of his evidence to the state police and go in person, sit down with them and say, "Look, this is what I got. This is what needs to be done. And this is what's not getting done." Just like in that video with the people out in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Jackie, you're right. Tennessee does. Now, here's the thing. We have, with the state of Tennessee, we have Georgia right on our state line. We've got Alabama right on our state line. And we have North Carolina. As long as it's close to the state lines, because like in Lincoln County of Tennessee, Lincoln County and Madison County, Alabama, Lincoln County, Tennessee and Madison County, Alabama work together when it's right on that state line. Okay, Coop. I know because they worked together to arrest my husband several years ago. The neighboring counties of each state will work together now, with it being Ohio's way up there and Florida being way down south. Ohio can't come from all the way up north and go to Florida to pick up. They have to extradite. Right, Yamaha. They transported. Are you sure they didn't swap out between? Because I've never seen that happen. I know like local will transport, like Madison County, Alabama transported to Lincoln County, Tennessee because they were neighboring counties. But I've personally, I may be wrong, but I've personally never seen them leave their home state to transport across country. I may be wrong. I'm just saying I've never seen it happen. I only speak on what I've experienced. Everybody's experience is different. He stayed with you, so they transported him from here to there? Is that what you're saying? I mean, that's cool. It's probably a thing where it's state police and not county. That's completely different.
Come here.
Right. I know Ohio can go down and pick them up once they're in custody, but I've never seen the state that took them into custody transport them from that state to the other.
I don't know. It gets sticky. It gets really sticky. But they got slapped with 100 on John and 50 on Lynette on the first violation. The second violation is probably just going to be a little higher fine. But if there's a third one, I think that starts getting into the going to jail stuff right there. What do you think?
I don't really know.
Because they're not going to just throw them in jail right out of the gate. They're going to have to keep going and going and going and going.
Oh, Jackie, then that's a completely different thing. Murder charges is a whole completely different thing than PPO charges. Violation of the PPO. I honestly don't know how that works.
But, whoa, what happened?
They need an extradition hearing before they get sent to another state. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm not going to speak on something I don't know.
Wow. I do know, though, that if Levy County does enforce it, okay, say, for instance, what instance was, okay, the town hall where they showed up and were sitting out in front of town hall. Legally, they could have told them to leave, and if they didn't leave at that very moment, legally they could have arrested them, taken them to jail for breaking the protection order. Of course, they would have been released, and a court date would have been set for a new contempt. But legally, if they catch them in the act of breaking that PPO, they can arrest them. It's just a matter of will they.
Well, we've already seen how Levy County behaves. So,
exactly.
Hey, did you see what I showed yesterday on my stream about Levy County firing their financial advisor?
I saw that. Yeah, them people that sit in those positions for a long time, they get comfortable and, oh, looky here, I can do this. You know, she probably did it one time and saw it got overlooked, so she just a little more, a little more, a little more.
Mm-hmm. I thought it sounded an awful lot like what Mary was doing in the town hall. Yamaha said usually it's the serving jurisdiction that will have detectives go and escort back. They can waive the extradition hearing, but I doubt LP or JC would waive it. I'm glad we have someone here that can teach us stuff. Thank you, Yamaha.
Because I've never claimed to be smart on the law. I mean, I know very, very little. I look at things with common sense, and common sense says, well, if you break it, you go to jail. Well, that's not true. I mean, sometimes you got to follow the steps before jail comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they told us. If either of us, but our state's different than that state, so it could be different. Each state has different types of rules on a PPO. With ours, they said, even if I, as the victim, broke it, we both could have been arrested.
Because, see, I know somebody right now that's got a warrant for them. And the warrant's been sitting there for, well, since 2017. And they're in another state from where the warrant was issued. And until that person gets pulled over and a criminal background check is run on his license, he's scot-free because the police aren't going to his house.
Right. Roy, yes, you're right. I remember that night. I was screaming at the TV that night. Where that cop said that he didn't believe it was real. And the other officer corrected him and said, yes, it's absolutely real.
Yeah, I agree right here with Darlene. the one cop wanted to do the right thing, but he wasn't first on scene, so it was the other guy's ultimate decision on what they do. And that's the bad thing. That's why Grady Judd tells everybody in his jurisdiction to be armed, to take care of themselves at home, because you can call the police. It could be 5 minutes or it could be 2 hours before they show up. So when they're sitting here breaking these restraining orders and George or whoever calls the police, by the time the police get there, the offenders line up, it's probably already gone. You know what I mean?
That's the thing with that exact situation, though. They caught them in the act and wouldn't enforce the PPO.
Exactly. That's the
That's
one
bullshit.
exception so far, and I don't understand why they didn't do something, because all of those guys knew at that point in time. All those police officers knew, and George had the paperwork, showed them the paperwork.
Exactly.
But I guess they have to give them the opportunity to leave before they can arrest them. And by the time he told them they had to leave, they were already leaving. So, you know what I mean?
It wouldn't have went down like that up here at all.
I just can't believe it took that long for them to get there, because it was daylight when she called and it was dark when they finally got there. I think, what did she say? It was almost 30 minutes or an hour?
It was almost an hour, but they had an officer involved shooting at the same time. That came first priority.
Oh, hell yeah, Darlene. Grady Judd wouldn't be putting up with this. Those fools would be in jail already.
Hey, I wish we all had a Grady Judd, man. If they could, like, multiply him and make more of him, or we all had one like him, we'd be in business.
Grady Judd, and there's another sheriff down here that's just about as good as Grady. And then you got old Joe out there in, it's either Arizona or New Mexico. He's another one that's a good sheriff. He's a lot older than Grady. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, he's got it to where he has what they call tent city set up outside, and the inmates that are in there on basically misdemeanor stuff, they can choose to live out in that tent city where they're living in a tent, a big giant tent in the heat. There's just fans running. They eat bologna sandwiches, and for every day they're in that tent, it's not
Arizona
sentence.
Yamaha said that's Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. I knew it was one of those two states where it's hot. But Joe, he's gotten a lot of attention over that stuff. I think his last name is Apollo, something like that. I think criminals just have it way too easy in jails nowadays. I think they should turn back the time to at least 150 years and go back to the prisons back then, where they're out busting big rocks into little rocks and swinging a sickle on the side of the road.
I want to know why our prisoners and inmates in regular jails have access to smartphones. Why? That's the dumbest stuff I've ever seen.
Tim's talking to you, girl.
I don't even know who he's talking about.
You don't know who Buford Buster is?
Not off the top of my head.
You've never watched Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh
No. That's Roscoe.
That's
Buster
Roscoe.
Buster was damn it, Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah.
He was Burt Reynolds' evil
yeah.
sheriff.
I'll say Dukes of Hazzard is Roscoe P. Coltrane and
Buford
Fat Boy.
Buford T. Pusser. He's the big fat cop that was chasing him from county to county. Oh, you ain't got to apologize for nothing here, youngin. All right, Kimmy. None of us are perfect here. We're the farthest thing from perfect.
Oh, they said they're talking about walking tall, not
Oh,
you said.
Really? Is it walking tall? I thought it was Smokey and the Bandit. Well, who was the sheriff in Smokey and the Bandit? But yeah, you're right. Now that I think about that, it is walking tall.
Buford T. Justice. That's what and then Dukes of Hazzard was Roscoe and Enos.
So there was two Bufords.
Yeah, we had Buford T. Justice and Smokey.
Gotcha. See? Chat keeps us in line there, Georgie.
Mm-hmm. Well, hi, Nemesis.
She's back. I was just fixing to ask you if you've seen her lately.
I've seen her earlier. I just didn't have a chance to say hi to her, so I just called her in the chat and was like, hey! John said I am perfect. A perfect pain in the ass. No, you ain't got nothing on Tim and Paul. They're both pains in my ass. But I love them.
Yeah, buddy. Well, hell, girly girl. We 2.5 hours almost.
Wow.
Think I'm gonna call her a day on this one. Call it a wrap, Jack.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Because I got a feeling something's gonna pop up today.
Yeah, I have a slight gut feeling I'm gonna end up being back online at some point today.
So keep your eyes out and holler at me.
I will.
Give them your spiel.
All right, guys. Remember, you're one of kind, and never let anyone dim your light. See you later, Goon Squad.
We'll hang out for a few when we get done. That all right with you? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. As you guys know, down in the description box, all the social media sites. Come over and join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. It's entirely up to you. And with all that being said, old Coop's going to say, Coop out. This better be the outro.
It's that time again, my friends. Time to part till next we see. Gonna sail on different winds, but your heart stays close, my friend.
Distant roads may pull us apart, but our memories never die. Underneath the same bright sky, we'll be together by and by. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Farewell is not forever, just a pause along the road. Our connection we won't sever, it's a bond that can't
that we've every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.